Hello everyone, this is Steve with the Free Bullion Investment Guide. Today is December 14th and I'm doing a review and outlook price analysis video for gold. This is gold's daily chart. And to quickly go over last week's video, I'd shown you this small ascending channel inside this larger descending channel. Last week I stated that I didn't think that 1480 was going to be broken. I wasn't quite sure if the price of gold may fall after the Fed's decision because they didn't lower rates, but clearly the market liked the fact that they didn't do anything. And quite honestly, I think the price of gold might have gone up because the Fed said they're going to, I know I posted something after the Fed's decision on the 11th. They said they're going to look into changing the inflation standard, something along those lines. I read this article on Wednesday, and they're talking about changing the framework, and I think that might be something that helped gold move higher. I'm not necessarily sure what he means by he's going to change anything, but clearly, like if they set the standard higher, that will clearly be a positive for gold. But maybe they might set the standard lower, below 2%, which that would be a negative for gold. But we'll have to see what happens. They said they expected the revision to be done in 6 months or so. So we'll have to see sometime in the spring or early summer what they do. Excuse me. But and we also last week after the Fed's decision, we had news of a trade deal coming out, which hurt gold a bit to the downside. Just a phase one trade deal. Not a whole lot of information has come out about it. I'm expecting more information to come out about it next week. But and then on Friday we had the really the repercussions of the UK election, which I didn't talk about at all last week's video. I had forgotten that it was happening on the 12th. But the outcome was good for gold because it looks like Brexit is on, it's going to happen, and that brings uncertainty in the market, which helped gold move higher. Now, my outlook for gold, nothing has really changed. The pattern is still in the, both patterns are still in gold's price chart. The smaller ascending channel is inside the descending channel. The price of gold did break above 1480, but it wasn't able to close the day out above it. But as far as the MACD on the daily chart, it is still in oversold territory. The RSI is slightly above or right around, excuse the pop-up, it's right around the 50 mark, so it's right around neutral right now. So the price could meander sideways and then decide to move up. It really matters what comes out in the news. And as we get closer to Christmas, there probably will likely, I mean, we do have impeachment going on, and if you're paying attention to the news on Saturday, we have I think a defection out of the Democratic Party. So I'm willing to bet this is going to affect the impeachment vote. I don't know if there will be one or not, but we will have to see about that. I don't try to opine too much on politics in my videos, but on the outlook, on the economic calendar, we also have a GDP revision that will weigh on the dollar, and if that hurts the dollar, that will help gold and silver for that matter, as well as core inflation and consumer spending. If those numbers are good, that will help the dollar and weigh on gold, but if they are bad, they will hurt the dollar and help the price of gold to move higher. So my outlook for the price of gold is for it to continue to rise generally. It really matters what comes out in the news. I think that if President Trump doesn't get impeached, or if there isn't an impeachment vote, that will be semi-bad for gold. But overall, we have a liquidity problem with the Fed. They're continuing to inject liquidity in the repo market, which is just constantly weighing on the dollar. And So my general direction for the price of gold is for it to move higher. We are still in oversold territory, so we should see it continue to climb inside this ascending channel. 1480 does stand as strong resistance, as well as the upper trend line of the channel. So we'll have to see where it goes next week. But my eyes are going to be in anticipation for gold to continue to stay inside of this ascending channel. So that's it for this week's review and outlook for gold. I thank you for your time. Take care and God bless.